Folks, Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgozzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Oh, the kid's struggling.
Welcome. It's Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com, live from the BMW of Atlantic City Studios. BMW of Atlantic City, we're off exit 17 of the Parkway. Find them online, BMW of AtlanticCity.com. Every Sunday, we are brought to you by our certified public accountant. Make them yours, Gibson Mayer LLC. Find them on the web, GibsonMayer.com. Tom Arnone, Nick Delgozzo, Brian Wilson. He is here. There was a little bit of an oversleep. Supposed to start at 10:30. Now we're here now. Rob Povey on the ones and twos, and I'm the best in the business. No, you high five me? No, of course not.
Bus here, and Tom just threw me right underneath of it.
Of course. Well, I just want people to know when you got it.
Piano.
You got it locked in at 10:30. Yeah. And I let the bus blow up, and I let it blow up. I didn't save anybody.
Yeah, you would.
All right, later on the show.
Fucking squid.
Which four are in college football playoffs? We'll go over that. We'll break down the Eagles' remaining games. Our picks against the spread this week. So a lot of big matchups this week. We'll have our picks against the spread, making you some money. But it's heavy Eagles. It's Eagles, Seahawks pregame here, preview. Any way you want to slice it. We want your opinions, your questions, your concerns. We got tons of questions for you. But our poll question, real simple tonight, and brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find it on the web, scanzanosports.com. Who will win Sunday Night Football? Eagles, Seahawks. Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. And again, we'll be answering all your questions as well. And we got some questions for you guys. I got written down here. I know you guys got some questions you guys wanted to ask as well in regards to this football game tonight, which is a big one, boys. So, who you got winning? We'll go over score predictions, player of the game, all that later on. We want you to give your score prediction, player of the game, chance to win a Visa gift card. Player of the game is the separator. Player of the game is a big one. That's what separates you. Because it's the same score. But you come in high with the right player of the game, like Penny has, week in, week out, you're going to win yourself some dough here.
Copy.
Sweepsy, start with you. Who do you got tonight? Eagles, Seahawks. And then we'll dive in deeper into the game in a little bit.
Well, first game on the much talked about West Coast trip with the Seahawks Rams. So I don't know. They just, once again, it's another desperate team, and we know what happened. A couple weeks ago, with the when the Cowboys were desperate. I mean, that got ugly real quick in the second half. So, besides Russell Wilson, I feel like he's got to do everything. So against this defense, it's going to be hard when you don't run the football and you're strictly one-dimensional. It's going to be tough, all right? But they're at home. It's, night game. I don't know what the weather's going to be. It'll be coldy. It'll be cold. And,
when's the last time they lost back-to-back at home? They lost to Atlanta 2 weeks ago.
It's going to be a tough football game. I mean, it's not the place it used to be, even before all these injuries. It's, the 12th man and all that stuff. It wasn't the same place, even when those guys when they had the whole Legion of Boom ready to go. So I look for the Eagles to go in there and win a close one. Set up next week's, matchup. So I'm looking at, a field goal game, real close. Hard fought game. The Eagles going to go in there, run the football, and play defense. And we know that, don't matter where you're at. Those two things, if you do those things, those two things play.
Them two things travel with you wherever you go.
I haven't seen anything that shows. They haven't shown anything all year that they're not going to do those two things. Be able to run the football, impose their will, and also stop the run, which the Seahawks don't do anyway, even if the Eagles were a marginal run-stopping defense, which they're fantastic against the run. So the question is, will they, Russ is going to have to be absolutely out of his mind to pull this one out. So
no, yeah,
I don't see it happening.
Jarrell chiming in. First game in 5 years, they are underdogs at home. Which is amazing, right? And we got some more coming in, and we'll give yours in a minute. Justin Del Falco, what's up, fellas? Let's go, Birds. What up, Justin?
What's up,
Mandingo Ray, no notes in the house. What up, Mandingo? Pop.
No notes.
Good morning, fellas. Game day, let's go. Hell yeah,
Pop.
James Water, loving the hashtag no notes. Troy Jalbert, good morning, guys. Game day in Philly. We got this. Well, that's the goal tonight, baby. Adam Pollock, love the intro. Loving Bob Mannery. How do you not love Bobby? James Wilder, Seagull's going to be made examples of. Quiet the critics. Hey, and that's the thing he's still dealing with this football team at 10-1. People still want to talk schedule, who they played, they didn't play anybody, all this crap. Tonight just puts another stamp on this football team's legit, and they are who we thought they were. Frank Vasby, let's get the job done tonight and bring home the NFC East. Fly, Eagles, fly. Jarrell, Birds, 31-10. Alshon MVP. Wow. Stevie Penn, yo, Wills, tardiness will not be accepted. And he's right. He's right. Tell him, Penny.
Penny.
Ralphie D, what's up, boys? What up, LeVar? James Wilder, 34-21 Eagles. Pop Montes, 31-28 Eagles.
What's up, LeVar?
And
by the way, Mike Jones, yes, that is a Peyton Manning Broncos journey. I don't know why it's there. I mean, you got to talk to the guy.
No, I didn't bring it in. Sweeps did. You're going to take a shot, talk to the man.
I love Peyton Manning.
The guy brought a jersey in. You hang it on the wall.
Yeah, no.
Guy brings a jersey in and gets up.
For anything. He
ain't running from nothing here.
Ripken jersey. I don't know. He said there was some,
It's a goat. Guy's a goat.
I mean, he is a great player.
It's a goat wall.
Guy's a goat wall. It's a goat wall. He knows it's a goat wall.
Guy's a great player.
Some guys don't want to buy into the goat wall. Penny, Eagles win 34-31. Eagles jump out to an early lead. And Seahawks make a comeback. And, so he's got 34-31. And Mandingo Ray, I've been right on my scores all season. 42-17 Birds. Wells, who do you got winning this game? And we'll get to the YouTube comments as well.
Normally, recent weeks, I've been hesitant to say that we're going to blow a team out, and we've been blowing everyone out. And I've been saying close games. The kid's changing his tune tonight. All right? I'm telling you, Seattle, you look at Seattle's team, and they do not match up well against us at all. They have a shitty O-line. We have a very good D-line. We should cause havoc for Russell. Russell Wilson makes plays. He'll make some plays because he makes plays. They can't run the ball at all. Against a bad run defense, they can't run the ball. They ain't run the ball on us. Yeah. Okay? So you keep Russell in the pocket. You get after him because they got a shitty O-line. Okay? You pound the ball on him and let Carson make plays because their secondaries beat the fuck up. I don't think this is close.
Byron Maxwell.
I don't think this is close.
Byron's out there running around.
The line tells you, too.
34-20, and it's not that close. Like, Seahawks score at the end. It's going to be like 34-10 at one point in this game. 31-10. We're going to steamroll. I'm worried about next week. I'm not worried about tonight. We're going to steamroll tonight. Roll job!
No, and you're right about a lot of things you're talking about, too. They don't run the ball well. It's something we stop really well, too. The other thing is, what team do you think matches up the best when you talk about a team and a front four that needs to keep Russell Wilson in the pocket. Well, I'm going to look right here in Philly. And I'm going to look at this front eight, I call it, because it's not just 4 guys. You got 4 more guys off the pine that come in and rotate in. I'm going to talk about this front eight. We talked about before the season, can your front 7, can the defense, that a Super Bowl caliber defense, they travel well. Well, you're going into a hostile environment. Regardless, Seahawks are banged up, but they're also fighting for their playoff lives too. So everything on the line for Seattle. We're going in trying to clinch the division tonight. So a lot of things for both football teams. I agree with you, man. I just don't see where they get it done tonight. I don't see where they're good enough. Obviously, Doug Baldwin and Russell and Jimmy find ways to make plays. I think they might make a play or two tonight because that's what they do. But on the defense side of the football, they're not. Their secondary still got Earl back there, but the rest of it's banged up. We know that. Their front four can still come get you. So we can't take anything away from that. But I still side with you, Wells. I see a roll job tonight.
Roll job!
Really do. And I think just because of how good this defense is. Bigger than anything, I think this defense travels, and they shut it down tonight.
Yeah, I mean you can't turn it over 3 times or commit 11 penalties on the road. If you want to if you want to survive week in and week out. So, that was last week at home. I'm just saying, they got to clean that up a little bit.
That's one of the questions. Can you survive that? Can you survive? And we're going to ask the people this. If you have 11 penalties and 3 turnovers on the road, can they win this game? How clean of a football game does it need to be? I know you got blowout. I got not close. I didn't give a score prediction yet, but I think they win by 2 scores. Okay? But can they get away with that this week, guys? Can they get away with 11 penalties and 3 turnovers this week and leave Seattle with a win? Or how clean of a game does it really need to be?
I don't want to turn the ball over. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You turn the ball over on the road, you're asking to lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you keep a team in the game. So we don't turn the ball over. We should be fine.
Sweeps? Can they play that style, that same game they did last week in terms of turnovers and penalties? And are they good enough to overcome these things week in, week out?
No, they're really good. And they see on paper, they're way better than the Seahawks. But we know how the NFL is, and if you, especially where you turn it over, so if they fumble twice inside their own 20, now you're giving automatic points. Blair Walsh stinks, but you would assume you're giving automatic points to the Seahawks, and you can't do that. And you can't do that in the NFL. So no, it can't happen on a consistent basis. We know that, but it could still be good enough tonight to get it done.
Now, talking about a good defense in Seattle, right? Can the Eagles continue to run the football and impose their will the way they've done all season to everybody they've gone up against? And do you see the same things tonight against Bobby Wagner front 7? That's still a good front 7 in this.
Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, they still get after you a little bit on defense.
He's real good, yeah.
Yeah, he's a really good player.
Real good.
They still get after you on defense, the Seattle Seahawks, but like you said, their secondary is half of what it should be.
Yeah.
So, and they're losing, and they have 2 big halves out in Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor. So, I mean, I don't see a way, unless we turn the ball over and shoot ourselves in the foot a lot, I don't see a way that the Seattle team beats us. I just don't. I really don't. And I've been trying not to.
There's one guy.
I've been trying not to hype it up too much.
There's one guy. Well, there's one guy that can
Russell
come in
Wilson
and
makes
take
plays.
over.
I
That's
understand
it.
that.
That's it.
That's my cousin. My cousin makes plays.
The body of work is there. It's enough there to make that statement. And I mean, that's just the bottom line. You're 10-1 for a reason. I mean, it's not like we're talking about week 4 and we're still wondering, is there what the identity of this team is and stuff like that. And a normal NFL season where, it's tough to go in there and win. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't, all roads lead, like you said, to a blowout. So we'll see. We understand that the NFL's hard, and I expect it to be closer than you guys. Only just, out of sheer desperate measures. That's all. But I don't see them getting enough to get it done.
Pop Monez, the Seahawks and their D-line and linebacker stop a threat up front against us. We can't sleep on that. We can't sleep on their D-line and Bobby Wagner. He's saying if they play well, the game stays close. Agree. No, we agree. I mean, their defense can keep them in football games.
If they keep Bobby,
that's what they do.
If those 4 guys keep, the front 4 keep Bobby Wagner clean, he runs around and makes plays. I mean, he's fantastic. So,
Doug Zeke, happy holidays, happy clinching days.
Zeker.
Birds 27-20, Alshon player of the game.
The ink's not even dry yet.
Try some of that.
We say Merry
cake,
Christmas, Zeke, not Happy Holidays.
And he says, "Love you, Olivia Austin." So he's, Zeke's got an Eagles dub as well.
Olivia Austin.
He's a big fan of Olivia Olson.
Oh, yeah?
Gentlemen, the Alshon deal, which I think is a great deal.
It is a great deal.
You know, if he hits the open market, I think he sees at least another $8-10 million on top of that deal. That's about where the price range would have been. A guy who made $13 million this year. You know, them receivers, that upper echelons, anywhere from $15 to $18 million this year. So if you look at 4 years going on, you would think that, okay, instead of $52 million, that deal would probably be 4 years, 62, maybe 65 tops on the open market, right? You know, when you talk about
guaranteed's the key. Guarantee is always the right word.
And a 27 mil
guarantee. Yeah.
27 mil guarantee. But my point is, this is the first time a professional athlete hasn't lied to us. You know, and I did in the video yesterday. But this is a guy who came to Philly saying he wanted to be with Carson, wanted to play with Carson Wentz, right? Well, now he takes a little bit of a discount, a little bit, okay, of a discount to stay here another 4 years with Carson. How do you feel about the move? One, and I want to go over, I want to tell you all the players that are signed here through 2020, and I just want to give Howie Roseman a little love here. But thoughts on the deal first, because we didn't get a chance to talk about it, obviously.
Blowing Howie, are we, huh?
Well,
he's going to be executive of the year, probably.
Well, I want to go over the guys that are here through
more
2020.
than likely executive of the year, Howie is, and deserved. I love the Alshon deal. It's a great deal, 27 guaranteed. You can't beat it. You need to lock him up, and I'm glad they did. That's all I got to say about it.
All right, still hungover.
No, I mean,
He's still working. He's still trying to get back.
I don't think you have to get any deeper. I don't think you have to get any deeper. No, I'm not.
What do you want me to say?
I'm not asking you to get deeper.
You want me to swallow you?
Yeah, that's what I want you to do.
Christ almighty.
Maybe once you have
I do love it as well.
Great deal.
Any shot you have. We talk about number one receivers in this league all the time, all right? And even if he's not putting up numbers, you know, like Beckham and Brown and all those other guys, he's drawing coverage to him. He's still that threat, right? And it allows other guys to do their thing. And then we've seen, you know, got Nelson
he's been making
and Ertz.
Recently, he's been making plays.
Yeah.
He's got to have
know what he can do.
in 4 straight, probably.
Oh, we know.
Here are the guys signed through at least 2020, okay? Wentz, Alshon, Ertz, Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, Brandon Brooks, Fletcher Cox, Vinny Carey, Jernigan, Barnett, Jenkins, and McLeod. Can you say stacked?
It's a good core.
Through 2020.
Solid core.
And they're just the ones that at least through 2020. So, that's a really good core Howie's put together here. Todd Womack over on YouTube. Howie's doing a great work. That's one thing we can count on. He knows how to do the numbers. And he's keeping us around, you know, in the cap the right way. And this is really smart because you're doing this while you have a young quarterback. And you don't have to pay him. So you're getting the core inked up around him while you don't have to pay him hundreds of millions of dollars right now.
True.
So really smart on Howie the way he's working the cap.
And we got a Jai for Nichols next year.
And Todd Womack on YouTube. Can't wait to see our guys rise up to the challenge tonight. And I think that goes with all of us. Greg Milakovic, get that Manning jersey down. He's not worthy of the GOAT wall. Oh, he's not, because he's a big Brady guy, and so am I. So I've never been a big fan of Peyton, but he's still GOAT.
Right? We can take it down.
Relax.
Relax.
Because Greg said it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Pop
relax, Milakovic.
What are the chances we can sign Beckham to out of Giants treated Eli this past week? That would be nuts, fellas. It wouldn't be fair. Well, I don't know. You know, I don't know if there's any shot Odell's coming in here, but
I don't want Odell.
No, you don't want that. That's a bad locker room
Fucking
guy.
Cancer.
Bad locker room guy. Terrible locker room guy.
You don't bring cancers in. You want cancer? No, we don't. No one wants cancer. See ya.
Terrible locker room guy.
Beneficial bank.
And if you got 10 cars, I mean, how many can you actually drive? You know what I mean? And there comes a point where you have a surplus of weapons. I know people say, well, you can't ever have enough. Yeah, I know that. But you can't. I mean, you can't keep everybody happy. And then that's how guys become bad locker room guys.
Yeah. And guess what?
Unless they buy in.
When stuff's going well the way it is, you got your core locked up like we just talked about through 2020. A lot of this core. So, no, I'm not looking outside this organization. Now I think when you become a 10-1 football team and you become one of the better ones in football, now you have to consistently to keep that pace is where you have to win in the draft. And granted, you're going to have later picks, right? But that's where you got to start winning that in the next 3 years to keep this train going.
Yeah.
Right? You got to continue to win in the draft. Things the Packers have done bad around Aaron Rodgers. They've not won in the draft. You know, they haven't put enough talent around him through the draft. Okay? You can look at Baltimore. You know, even though I have my issues with Joe as a quarterback, they haven't done a good job of putting offensive talent around him
not
through
at all.
the draft once they gave him his money.
They've struggled with they've picked up a couple receivers that have not panned out. Brashad Perriman being one with a first-round pick that have just not panned out for him. And that's what hurts you. You get guys don't pan out. I mean, that's kind of like how we did with Donovan. For years, we didn't have any talent around him, you know?
And I think that's what Howie sort of learned from some of the mistakes that happened early on under the Donovan years, is that when Donovan came in, everything was on Donovan. And I think he did a really good job going into this season and saying, I'm not going to put everything on this kid in the second year. There's too much expectations here in Philly anyway. It's already hard enough. You know what I mean? So let me surround this kid with as much talent as I can. Then you start winning football games, and you get opportunities to bring a guy like a Jahi in and other things like that. You jump on them opportunities, especially like you talked about, pennies on the dollar. You got the guy for the next 2 years under that rookie deal. You're winning. Chuck's Moranin. What up, Chucks? Peyton doesn't belong on the goat wall? Come on, Greg. Yeah, come on, Greg is right. Todd Womack, no. OBJ, rather try and get T.Y. Hilton or draft because I don't see Torrey Smith here next year.
Torrey Smith's not here next year.
Torrey Smith might not be here next year, but you don't need to go out and get the T.Y. Hiltons of the world. You really don't.
No, you need
William Whitsett, you absolutely can, William. You absolutely can.
You need a nice, solid number. You know, like I said, if Hollins isn't going to be the answer, years to come, you're going to see what you got out of him on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Torrey's gone, but you go out and you find another. If it's not
you see what Alshon and Nelson are, so you don't need
that second tier guy. You need a 2 or a 3. You got a 1.
Torrey was good. Torrey was a great signing in terms of this. Like we talked about it a few weeks ago, right? It changed the culture of the drop game. You brought in vets in here to surround with some young wide receiver talent you had, okay? And it took that whole stigma of drops by the Torrey, the Alshon, and the move of Jordan, and now you got what you got now. So it was a good stabilizing deal. So for him to be here next year, no, he doesn't have to be. But guess what? If it's not a huge cap hit, you might see him here next year. There's no reason to rush him out the door either. If it fits under the money and you can afford to keep him, why wouldn't you? Especially when you're having this much success as a team. I'm not looking outside this organization right now. I'm looking at how can I continue to win with the pieces we talked about that are here through 2020, and how do I draft well around that to continue to be one of the better teams in football. So let's get back into the game though, more so than the rest. William Whitsett. Can I send you guys a Reggie White jersey to replace the Brady? You said absolutely. To confirm that, hell yes, you can. Mandingo, do you guys ever watch how Deion Sanders hate on the team in Carson? I can't stand that fucker. We win tonight, and I hope somebody rub it in his face. Yeah, well, he's upset, Mandingo, because Carson doesn't call him back. He wanted Deion. Deion wanted him on the show. Carson big time didn't call him back. Deion wasn't happy.
We ain't got time for your fucking show, Deion. Fuck off.
Doug Zeke, this team is loaded. Can come at you in so many ways. An arsenal. And a nasty defense that gets better every week. This team is scary. Going to be for a while. Hashtag ship's coming. This is the same guy who didn't like Doug Peterson and wanted him out the door early on. But no, Doug, you're welcome back, babe.
You're welcome back, Zeke. We'll take you back.
Hey, Deion, is Dak still saying hello to Tony? Did he say hi? Is he still saying hi and bye to Tony? Let me know how that conversation is going for you.
And William Whitsett, if you buy a Reggie White jersey and send it to us, I will personally burn that Brady jersey on fucking air.
Well,
okay?
that's Greg, so you might just want to confirm.
I don't give a fuck about Greg.
I don't like. You know what? You're usually great. I don't like you when you're not woken up on time. Like I despise you.
That's
like
fine.
You do a hell of a job.
I don't like you ever.
No, shut your mouth. You do a hell of a job in here. All right, when you're coherent. This shit, Manziel, has got to slow it down. All right, because I'm about to Josh Gordon you. I mean, there might be a suspension, and so you can get your head on right.
We'll see how that works for you.
Right.
Cleveland won 4 games in 4 years.
You're average at best. You're average at best.
Works for you.
You're average at best right now.
Average at best.
Average at best.
I don't know who you're talking to.
You know exactly what I'm talking to. I looked right at you.
I'm right here.
Nobody ran and hid. Chrome, what up, Chrome? Birds win tonight, fellas.
You're upset because you don't want Brady jersey burned?
He's a goat. I know. I said talk to Greg. His jersey's not mine.
We're fucking Philadelphia fans, okay? And he beat us in the Super Bowl. Why is his jersey on the fucking wall? That's what I want to know.
Dude,
That's what I want to know.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm one of these guys.
It's a goat wall.
I know you won't blow Brady. I'm well aware. Okay?
It's a goat wall.
You wish you were Giselle for a night. I know that. But, I mean.
Shit, who won
what?
it?
Gobble, gobble.
I would just rub myself if I was Giselle for a night. Justin Delfaco, fuck Deion. Carson don't got time for your bitch ass. Yeah, but just remember one thing, boys. the last time he snubbed Dion, we went on a little bit of a downward spiral. So, last time he snubbed him. Ishmael Rodriguez, 32-19 Eagles. LRB playing today?
10-1. What spiral are you on?
No, I said last time, early on last year.
Oh.
When after he snubbed, we didn't play too well. That's all. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I just said, you look at that like, oh, maybe, go on for 2 minutes. Yeah, that's all. Say hello.
Maybe he was busy.
No, fine. Ishmael Rodriguez, 32-19 Eagles. Is LRB playing today? Got cousins who are Saints fans.
Why do we care about LRB?
Want to put it in their face, I guess. I don't know. I guess he wants LRB to play so we can shove it in the Saints fans he knows face if LRB plays well. Chrome, I have a Wills McGahee jersey you can hang up too. Yeah, well, and the need to go with it. Del Falco, is that why you're 30 minutes late on the show? Come on, man. It's fucking 10:30 on Sunday. You should be up bright and early. Tell him, Justin.
I went to bed at 6, dude. What are you, 7 years old? Grow up. You getting up to watch cartoons?
I think the guy who goes to bed at 6 might be the guy who needs to grow up.
I'm fine.
Okay, that's debatable.
I'm not trying to go to church or anything. I'm good.
Jonathan Griffin. Church. Eagles hold Hawks to 6. No TDs. Third straight game. Legion of brooms getting swept like the crumbs they are. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And William White says anything about you. Brady beating us in the Super Bowl. You got the jersey on the wall. People aren't happy about it. And look what you create.
I mean, he makes a very valid point.
And Jarrell says 6 p.m. To you going to bed. 6 p.m. or is that a.m.?
Yeah, 6 p.m. That's where I went to bed.
All right, good talk, Wills.
I don't even know if I went. I don't even know if I went
terrible.
to bed.
Just stop talking. You shouldn't even be allowed to talk sports today.
Yeah.
What up, TTP? Sat Doug Baldwin in my fantasy. Good set. And Jonathan Griffin.
I actually might play Doug for people out there. I might play Doug tonight, just because I feel like they have to throw the ball all game. So he might get some garbage time shit.
Question of the day.
Double Jimmy, and then Slug's got to do something. Right?
Got to do something, right? Yeah. Slug Baldwin's got to do something.
Question of the day. Why is the Weber on the goat wall? Well, Weber's a goat, man. Weber's a goat. Weber's goat worth.
Wasn't as good as a Sixer, but that's neither here nor there.
All right, let me ask you guys a question, though. Is Russell Wilson good enough to win this game on his own?
Russell Wilson is very good, but they're not. I don't think anyone in NFL can win a game on their own. You need the guys behind you, and I just don't think Seattle has it right now.
Okay, is he good enough to take over a game on his own? Maybe
yes, he is a very good player.
Can he? Do you believe he can tonight? Is more the question.
No.
Not tonight. All right.
Against weaker teams, yes.
But can he lead a winning drive down 4? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'd rather. I don't want to be
tonight.
I don't want to have him have a chance to win a game on a last drive. Hopefully, we're up enough that doesn't matter. That's what I'm hoping, and I think we will be.
So damn clutch. Let's go. My concern is that Nelson's underconfidence will rear its ugly head tonight, since this is the last stadium where his brain was in a pretzel last year. Or so damn clutch. You take it a step further. Maybe he comes out and has another good game, and it's more of him putting all his past issues in the rear view. So it can go two ways. He can come out and play well against Seattle tonight, and it go completely different.
Did you see his second comment?
My hope is that he will use that as motivation, though, and go off tonight 3 TDs. Love it. Well, I love it. You know where I stand.
We know you love it.
That's a little aggressive, but he's a TD machine. So that's not. As aggressive as that is, he could.
It's like all he does is catch touchdowns.
Yeah,
or recover them.
He has one catch for 10 yards, and it happens to be a TD. And then,
he
hops on somebody else fumbles. He hops on it. So he's found the end zone all year, and you tip your cap to him. A tip of the cap to you, Nelly. But he's still. Still 2 for 15 usually, but one of the two is usually a touchdown. So.
Yeah, well, you just hope, like he said, you just hope he has a good night in Seattle tonight, and he can continue to put the drops and the stuff that went on last year completely in the rear view, and not have to worry about it.
I hope that Ertz has a good game tonight.
Jarrell,
because I need it for fantasy.
Jarrell, McCoy's a goat. Jarrell, come on.
Shady.
And Crum said he's an Eagles goat, so he's got to be on the wall.
Who, McCoy?
Yeah.
He's the best Eagles player.
Come on.
He's the best Eagles running back in our history, probably.
Yeah. Where's Charles at? Here, that's another guy who sides with me. Okay? He's better than Westbrook. I hate to break it to you.
He is better than Westbrook.
I
love Brian Westbrook. He's better than Westbrook.
Mandingo, it's several good teams playing each other today, and we're going to talk about it later on.
Yeah, there are.
Saints, Panthers, Hawks, Vikings. They all play each other today. The headlines are going to be lit all day, all night because the commentators think those teams are better than us. Fucking haters. Yeah, well, they are haters. But
let's go Atlanta today.
They can beat up on each other. This is why tonight it's even more important to get a win because it's all about home field. And now you can separate even more because some of these 40 teams, 2 of them are going to lose because they play each other. So you can separate yourself a little more. And you're hoping that the Vikings lose to Orlando is what you're hoping for and you win. So now you separate that home field a little bit more.
TTP Ball, and if you really have a choice between Doug Baldwin or Randall Cobb, I go Doug Baldwin.
Just
because I can't trust anyone in the Green Bay offense right now except for
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams is getting balls.
That's Hundley's guy. Yeah,
that's his guy. So.
And Howie doesn't have a guy. And Howie doesn't have a guy. And
Jordy's just a redheaded stepchild.
Yeah. And he's just laying in bed with a picture of Aaron just crying. Like when you come back.
He came back to practice.
Oh, I know. But they're dumb for putting him on IR. Now he can't come back to week 15.
Yeah.
Week 15, he can't come back.
On Periscope, you guys got a commenter, Trevor. I missed his last name. Sorry, Trevor. But loving the show, and he chimes out a little dilly.
Oh, can't wait.
Penny hears that.
Yeah, Penny hears that. Blow up. Robbie Lubman, yo, what up, Rob? Mike Teeny, what up, Mike? When's the last time you seen a 4-man running back tandem, all who enjoy sharing the rock? No, and he goes, except for maybe a Jai. No, don't buy into the Jai. He's saying, man, he didn't say nothing wrong. Denninger, who I respect the hell out of, was wrong last Sunday.
Wow,
he jumped the gun. Because all he was saying is that, I run the plays the coach gives me, blah, blah, blah. He was pissed about the fumble, and you want a guy to be mad about the fumble. And they tried to blow it up like he was being a locker room problem again. And it's like, dude, he didn't say nothing. You guys are looking for reasons. I know perception's all we got, but the perception of Miami isn't anything he said here in that interview.
What was Matt Tobin's comments? I don't even know, but that's turnstile Tobin. He stinks. So.
Oh, he said that the Seahawks fans are louder than Eagles fans. The Eagles haven't played in an environment like this. Some shit, dude. Guy gets beat every time against every D tackle he faces, and now all of a sudden he won't start talking. Mike Teeny, give me the South Jersey kid Clement for 2 TDs. And Mandingo, what are our matchups tonight? We'll get into that as well. He also says last year we could have beat them with a bad Eagles team.
Yeah, agreed.
Pop. We need Atlanta to beat the Vikes to take some pressure off. Yep, that's what we were talking about as well. We do need them. Pootie Tag. What up, Pootie?
Pootie.
Chuck's Moranin, he's a big Westbrook guy, so we're not going to get into that because he's going to argue that Westbrook's better. That is false, as we already mentioned. Not true. Wrong. Guys, so score predictions official right now. Let's get into that. Let's get into the players of the game. And I want your offensive player of the game, defensive player of the game, and I also want to know in this conversation, what do the Eagles need to do offensively and on the defense side of the football to win this game with your score? So whoever wants to get score prediction players of the game, do that. Everybody out there, shoot yours in, screenshot it. But if you're just joining us, give us your player of the game, score, chance to win a Visa gift card. Stop letting Penny clean up. That's all we've been doing. Tired of Venmoing him. I'm losing money. Rather give it to another guy.
34-21 Birds. Player of the game, Carson Wentz. I think that I want us to establish the run game and run the ball well. I know this is a good run defense that Seattle has. Even with the guys out that are out, it's more secondary hurt. There's still a good run defense. I'd like to see us stick to our guns, run the ball well, because we can run on anybody. We're playing great ball. So run the ball well, right? Open it up for Carson for some play actions. Maybe hit Ertz, maybe hit Nelson for a deep one. And let's get this thing moving. I really just don't see – I like to see our secondary play well because they're going to throw the ball a ton tonight. Russell Wilson's going to throw the ball a ton. Keep him in the pocket. Secondary plays well. We roll in this game. I don't think it's even that close. 34-21, but Seattle scores late. So it's like a 34-14 game.
And offensive player of the game?
Carson Wentz.
Okay, defensive player of the game?
Malcolm Jenkins.
Sweet man?
30-24 Birds. Like Willie said, probably a late touchdown. Look for them to play with a lead most of the game. So I'm going to go Blunt. Blunt floor's trauma to rebound from his putting it on the carpet last week, and really go. I look for him to maybe get 100. They're gonna pound it late, and maybe he breaks loose for one, or gets a TD, 100 yards and a TD. Defensive side, with that offensive line, it's got to be somebody up. For me, it's up front, or Brandon Graham, 2 sacks.
I like the Brandon Graham call.
Yeah.
I like the Brandon Graham call a lot. So you got to win it by a field goal. You got a little
6,
bit.
30-24.
Oh, you got 30-24, and you got a little bit more of a ball. I'm gonna stick to my score on Wednesday. I'm not gonna jump it, even though I think they do win by 2 scores. So I'm gonna say 24. I think I said 24-13. So I'm gonna stay with that score, 24-13. Offensive player of the game, I'm gonna stay with my man Nelson. Obviously they're so beat up in the secondary, which hurts their slot. So we talked about him having a bad game there last year. The kid's rebounded this year. Carson's electric. He's on fire. I think Nelson gets 2 tonight. Defensively, I'm gonna go with another kid. I'm gonna go with Derek Barnett. You took Brandon. I'm gonna go to the other side of that. The M2 bookends and Vinny Curry as well. They got to contain him tonight, and Chris Long as well. So I'm looking at all 4 of them. Really need that big game, so I can put all 4 of them into the mix and say they're my defensive players of the game. But I'll go with the kid again. Derek Barnett has played really well. Has made us actually not think about Reuben Foster as much, even though Reuben Foster's a puppy when he's on the field. But he's made us feel better about it. And it's a really good pick, and he's played really well, and he shows you the one thing he does really well. He gets low. I don't know if you noticed that. It's something he does really well. But the way he can get low
leverage
through that tackle, the way he does that is really good. He's got a good quick step off the football. I'm a big fan of Derek Barnett.
Isn't it just crazy how it almost like all roads. There's been a ton of storylines, but I feel like all roads go back to there. Like when you're an Eagle fan, like how people pissed were that how pissed people were that night. It's like chill out, 10-1. I mean, it just feels like everything fell into place.
That night, I'm leaving doing a live video from the draft. Robbie was with me, right, and we're leaving, and I'm saying, listen to me, the best defensive player on the. In this draft was on the board for you. You take him. You don't worry about having Jordan Hicks. You take him, right? But I said that in the same video, I said, I get why you went here, though. Because in this league, you went up front. I wasn't happy about it, and I'm not going to act like I was and go back in time and be like, oh, I was good about it. No, I wasn't happy because I wanted Reuben Foster. And for a month straight, all I talked about was Foster. When he started dropping, it gave you that excitement for Reuben even more.
And then the next sexy pick was Dalvin Cook, and he's a superstar.
Yep.
But it just poetically, 4 guys. Eagles are running the football unbelievably, and it happens to be 4 guys. Just sharing the wealth.
Somehow can play middle linebacker.
But Dalvin Cook's a pop. Don't get me wrong. Blew out his knee, but we didn't miss on him. We were spot on.
I got it. I understood why they went there, right? I understood exactly why they went with that pick. You got to win up front. You have to get after quarterbacks in this league. That's how you win. And they invest so much money into their D-line. That's all Howie does is invest money up front. And I think that's something he learned really well from a little bit of Andy teaching, that you really went up front in this league. And credit to Howie, man, not letting the fans make the pick, even though I'll take Reuben all day now. You can switch it, and I'll still be happy he's a pig and shit. So, whatever. But I just thought it was funny. Like, we crushed that pick. And now the kid, I'm making him my defensive player of the game in Seattle in Week 12. Like, what? Or Week 13, sorry.
I thought there was going to be
13, right? I don't even fucking know because of the bye week.
I thought there was going to be a riot that night when Reuben Foster didn't get selected. Oh. But look at his injury, case history over the course of this year. They probably went well.
But then every time he's on the field, he's NFC Defensive Player of the
true.
He's NFC Defensive Player of the year.
Willie just said it 30 minutes ago, how he will be Executive of the Year. And
he's going to be.
Every move, he's been, thus far, he's been the Joe Torre of the NFL. Everything he's touching is every move he's making, every decision is panned out.
It's panned out. And guess what? What did I say early on in this year before the season started? I said Howie Roseman has won off seasons. This ain't his first rodeo winning an all-season. He's done it year in and year out, but it's never translated on the football field. This is why I gave him so much shit early on in this year. We haven't been to the playoffs since 2009, okay? This is a team that your owner talks gold standard
That's not
shit.
right.
No, when the last time we were in the playoffs?
Chip Kelly.
No, the last time we won a playoff game. Last time we won a playoff game, sorry, was 2009. The last time we were in a playoff game was 2013.
Saints, yeah.
Okay? And so we haven't won a playoff game since 2009 in this city. So that ain't a gold standard. You can win as many all seasons as you want to win. If you ain't winning on Sundays, it means nothing. So for the first time, his winning in the all season translates. You know why it has? Because it ain't about his mood being better this time than the time around. It's because he's got his quarterback. That's why. Because now you can build around that, and it worked because 11 works. Right? If 11 didn't work, you can get your Alshons and,
gotta have
and
the
your
quarterback
Chris Long,
to win.
right?
Have
and
the
your Chris
quarterback
Long,
to win.
and your LeGarrett's and your Jays. And if you're playing with Blaine Gabbert, you ain't winning. Or Nick Foles, or some of the quarterbacks that we've had through this stretch of not winning. And it just shows you, man, that's simple. That's simple. And it all started with one injury to Teddy Bridgewater. Opened this all up.
Bridge over troubled water.
And that's why, listen, I'll respect the hell out of Teddy Bridgewater to the day that son of a bitch dies. Because that injury, as gruesome as it was, set this ball rolling to be able to get 11 and everything else right now.
Thanks, Ted.
It's history. So, credit to Howie, though. Because, like I said, he went and got his guy. And we talked about measurables last week, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago. And that's why when I talk about Baker Mayfield, I know he's 6'1". Okay, I know he's small.
He might not be 6'1".
Okay, he might not even be when you look at him. But guess what? I don't give a rat's ass because what these babies tell me, or just watching them,
he's got wheelbarrow nuts.
Is that. And
I love that.
And listen,
I love that.
I seen Sam Darnold play enough. I seen Rosen play enough. The kid from Oak State's a puppy, though. The kid from Oak State can flat out
Rudolph?
sling. Yeah, Rudolph. Mason Rudolph, because he's 6'5", too. But all of them watching, this kid, and I hate to switch it, but this kid's completes 70% of his passes for the last 3 freaking years. It ain't new. Like, it's not like all of a sudden these numbers are what they are. That guy to me, if I got to take a quarterback in the first round, that's the first quarterback off the board. Because you know what? It's the measure about working, Wilson. No, because Carson's the same way, except Carson's huge. But Carson was the same way, Sweeps. Nothing was handed to this guy.
But you can, when you're bigger, you can throw in the NFL. You
know
what
I
mean?
understand.
He can't get outside. He can't run it. It's not college. He can't get away from guys.
The problem is,
I'm putting my love.
I understand that. I know.
I'm putting my love in fair head.
But you see a 6'5" guy, 300-pounder. You're not getting away from him in the NFL.
No, I know.
You're like, man, that guy. I can't get away from that guy in the NFL.
I just love him.
I know. Listen,
I'm sorry.
He's the best player in college. He's going to be the Heisman Trophy winner in a couple weeks. And listen, I understand what you're saying. It's
and I love
there's
me
certain
some
guys.
I love me some Baker.
Yeah. There's just certain guys that are college guys, and we know
maybe,
that. So,
but maybe,
you know what I mean, I hope he gets an opportunity too. But
he'll get an opportunity.
You know what I mean?
You don't sling it around the yard. I'm not saying the first.
He'll be in camp. He'll be in camp.
I think he's a top 3-round guy. I think he easily is.
Third round guy.
Because I think when he goes to the combine and slings it all around the goddamn yard like he can, they're gonna be like, oh well, okay, maybe we can settle with him being 6 foot. Because dude, he plays. It's not like he's playing against pee-wee guys now. Now, obviously, the NFL, instead of a guy being 6'2" on the D line, he's 6'4". I get that. I get that. Your offensive linemen are bigger.
He's not doing it at James Madison. He's doing it. He's doing it in the Big 12. I get it. Absolutely.
But let's see now. Let's see through this next game.
Shot at James Madison.
I apologize. Came right to the top of my head.
Pop saying 31-28 Eagles. Player of the game, Ertz.
Let's go.
Mandango, I think Ajayi going to surprise all of us, 42-17. Defensive player of the game, Jalen Mills. Offensive player of the game, Carson. Jarrell, 38-17. Alshon, player of the game. And Bo Christie. What up, Bo?
What up, Bo?
Wouldn't mind having Teddy as a backup next year if he's gone. We can full circle it, Bo. We can full circle it. Rest in peace, Little. What's up, fellas? 38-17 Eagles. What up, Little? Chuck from Brandon, I agree, Tom. I was mad that they didn't select Foster, but I still thought the Burnett pick was very solid. And Jonathan Griffin. Foles in the Hall of Fame? Maybe. He's not on there anymore, big dog.
Good work.
He was removed.
Good work.
He was removed. Todd Warmack.
Now you gotta leave. Now you gotta leave.
Now you just can't leave.
Offensive player Nelson, defensive player Darby, 35-17 Eagles all day. Love it, Todd. Love it, my brother.
AD.
Love it. So we gave her scores. Our players of the game, offense and defensively. So we know what defensively they need to do to win this football game, and it's basic. as much as it can be when you talk on football. It's really just keep him in the pocket, make him a pocket passer tonight. And if you can do that.
Get after him.
And if you can do that, you're going to be in good shape. But, we talked about the bookends, right? We didn't talk about the $100 million man in the middle because it all starts. You want to keep him. You want to disrupt. Jernigan and Cox have to blow up the middle. Have to blow the middle up tonight because that allows him. Now, your DNs in that wide 9, and you can blow up the middle. He's not going to have anywhere to go.
No,
Michael Kendricks is a big one tonight, too.
Yeah, he looks to get out of there anyway. I mean, because he's another tiny guy. He's a
6-foot guy.
So he prefers to get out of there and make plays, with his legs, and so that's his first option anyway. So like you said, you get up there and you make him get off his spot a little sooner than he wants to. Absolutely.
And that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is with him. And if you can
a little
make
bit
him
uncomfortable.
Yeah, if you can make him stay in there, and that's any quarterback.
But
him even more so is it's funny because you don't want to make him throw on the run. It's like, you want to make him stay in the pocket when there's other guys that you want to get them outside the pocket because you can do more things. Like a Wilson and a Dak are guys that you want to make them throw in the pocket. Now, Wilson's better than Dak at that. Okay, it's not hard to be. But, the one thing Dak does well is he throws on the run well. So he's a guy you keep in the pocket. He's a shell of himself, and I think Russell's a little bit of the same. Keep him in the pocket, and he's a shell of himself.
I mean, yeah, he makes moves. You get him outside, he makes plays. You want to keep him in the pocket. You want to keep him contained.
Bo, and we talked about it, but he's our guy, so we'll answer it again. Thoughts on the Jeffrey deal? I like it. The chemistry with Wentz the last 5 weeks has been amazing.
Yes, it has been very good, and we were all in agreement. We love the Jeffrey deal.
And it's just because you love it because the player didn't lie to you. He really wanted to be here. He really wanted to play with 11, and he took less money to do it. And I know it's essentially peanuts and a big deal anyway, but it's still $10 million that were left on the table. He could have bet on himself this offseason. He could have bet on himself this offseason.
Absolutely, and we always talk about it's not our money. So I don't know why people get sometimes people get carried away over the deals. I mean, we understand it screws you up with the cap sometimes, so you got to be smart about that. But in the end scheme of things, it's never our money. So just relax,
people. Spend away.
Spend up. Yeah, I'm with you. Spend up.
So to me tonight, and I know they're missing a couple of pieces obviously on the defense side of the football. Yeah. But for me tonight, when I look at the national media, when I look them in the eyes tonight, and I look at the people who run groups, and I look at the jabrones who are around this area that aren't Eagles faithful, and I look at the hate, and I look at the excuses, and I look at the narratives that they want to throw out that fit their argument that a 10-1 football team isn't that good. Okay, for me tonight, going into a place where the team doesn't lose back-to-backs at home, going into a hostile environment on Sunday Night Football, going against a guy who's won a ring before in Russell Wilson, going against still a top 10 defense in this league even without them two. Okay, because of their front seven and because of Earl Thomas, they're still legit. Let's not act like that defense isn't good still. Okay,
yeah.
All right, but it's a fucking statement to the rest of this league that what narrative are you going to use after tonight, right? What are you going to use for your argument tonight to say this football team isn't legit? That's the question I have for the people out there. Okay, you're Nick Wrights of the world. You're guys that I know who you are, that I've argued with over the last 2 weeks, okay? What's going to be the excuse tonight? Especially if that score holds up in his direction, right? If it holds up in his direction even more so, right? You got nothing to say. If it holds up in my direction where it's a 2-score game, you got nothing to say. And guess what? You even got nothing to say if it ends up in a field goal game. You got zero to say. Because any way you want to slice tonight, you go in and beat Seattle in Seattle. Right now, in today's day and age of football, that's a big goddamn win. That's a big goddamn win.
It's a very big
Atlanta
win.
going there 2 weeks ago was a big win for Atlanta. It was.
It's a very big win. It's a very big win.
Listen, love the passion in your voice. To me, it should be white noise. If you're either an Eagle fan or you're in that locker room or you're in that complex, it's just white noise because all it is hate, right? I'm not green like you guys, dude, and I'm just watching football, right? They're a fantastic football team. That's it, bottom line, right? Now, there's a lot of football left, right? But anything that comes from the either national media or other people that have something to say, then that's just pure hate. And you're going to deal with that in all walks of life. So you white noise it. You know what I mean? So you're trying for the number 1 seed now because you want to play anytime you have an opportunity to play at home and be home throughout. That's what you would like to do, right? But they're good enough now, to go on the road and run the football and play defense and win on the road. They showed they can do that too. So, we'll see how it is. But, yeah, you would love it to be a statement and stuff like that. But, I mean, to me, that's unnecessary. You win by a point tonight, and that's fine.
It doesn't matter.
You win ugly.
And I had the same thing I had in the Dallas one.
You win.
You win.
Yeah. No, and to me, in this league, I don't care how you do it. I know people early on in the year were like, you got to hammer these teams. You got to blow out these teams. And we always sat here and said, who cares? A dub's a dub. You don't look back on it. But now, when people are like, oh, you didn't play anybody. You played the Bears or whoever you played, right? When you roll teams, I don't give a shit who you play.
That's it. You've done your job.
You've done your job.
Right? If you won 8 games against subpar teams by a field goal, by 1 point, like you were just getting out of Dodge, then it's going to catch up to you. AKA the Miami Hurricanes in college, right? All year it was garbage, and then you lose to Pitt, and then you see what happened. You see what happened last night. They were playing with fire all year. So I mean, to change gears, they're not college and pro, but just giving you an example, just a football example, right? When you're playing with, when you're just doing just enough, and your eyes tell you, hey, they're not that good on offense, or they're just getting by on defense. Yep. They're creating some turnovers. You know that's going to, the worm is going to turn eventually. This team's beating people up. I mean, they're running the football. Quarterback.
We're doing the electric fucking slide on the field. Okay, I mean, we're smoking teams.
Carson
right now,
Wentz. Right? They're running the ball. They're running the ball. All right, the wide receiver core is playing well. The secondary, that was the Achilles heel. Everybody had something to say. The secondary's been fantastic. We know where all the money is up front. I mean, come on.
Here, Ron, I got to pose a question for you.
Elliott's been great.
For everybody out there, I'm posing a question, and I don't think that this is going to happen. Obviously, you got my score thought for tonight, but okay. Let's fast forward through these next 2 weeks, through tonight and next Sunday, right?
All right.
What if we go 0-2 on the West Coast?
Okay.
Where are you at then? Where's your head at then? Because obviously, if that happens, there will be some commotion in our area. There'll be a lot of commotion in our area. A little bit. There will be a lot of people will be jumping off the bridge. All right.
10-3.
Jumping shit.
10-3.
Jumping.
We'll be 10-3.
Still 10-3.
Yeah,
we'll be 10-3. We'll probably still be. I see Minnesota losing one of these next 2 at Atlanta, at Carolina. They're going to lose one of them, in my opinion. All right. We're probably still tied for first in the NFC if we lose both. I don't think we will. What if we do? Where are you at then?
I'm at the same, Wilson. Honestly, I'm not going to waver on what I've seen. What Sweep just talked about, what my eyes have told me through 11 games. I'm not going to let that shift. If the team takes a little spiral and goes out to the West, and God forbid comes out back 0-2, the sky didn't fall. You still control everything, right? And I think that would be the way I look at it, because I'm not going to allow 2 weeks to take away everything that I've seen. As much as Carson's got better, right? As much as how good this defense has been, how well we've ran the football, all them things, as well as Doug's coach, all them things. I'm not going to allow that to change over 2 weeks
agree.
And jump. Now, am I going to be sitting home ecstatic over it? No, but I'm going to be locked in still because I still believe. Because I've seen enough.
Yeah, I'll be upset, but I don't think that we're going to lose these 2 games.
No, it's a great question, though. It's a great question.
If we do, I don't want everyone jumping off the bridge if we do.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to at all. But if we do, let's come. It is 2 West Coast games. We're staying out there for a week, which could hurt us for next week's game tonight. Shouldn't matter.
I mean, that's
I think it helps us.
That's one of the big.
Actually, Wilson.
That's one of the biggest issues.
Being on that time, being on that time.
That's one of the bigger issues when you're 10-1, and you're the best team in the NFL, or at least the NFC for sure. Is when you stub your toe, then everybody gets all. I mean, 10-3. If I told anybody you'd be 10-3 in the beginning of the year, with the Giants left, with the Raiders left. I mean, come on, come on, you're all over that. So it's when you lose, like Willie said.
I was
blown out,
especially when you lose. Obviously, if you lose the last 2-3 weeks going into the playoffs, then you're a wounded. You might be a wounded team, and doubt starts to creep in your head. But you're talking about still it's week 13, 12, week 13, week 14, and you still got time to right the ship if it didn't go your way. Now, do you want to get rolled in these 2 games? No, absolutely not. You want to play well, and if it doesn't go your way, hey, it is what it is. But, I mean, if you're sitting home and expecting 18-1 and think it's just going to be roses the rest of the way, you're crazy. You're crazy. You know, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's not how it works.
Yeah, not how it works.
All right. Now they've been bucking the trend. Like I said, they went into Carolina, gave a middle finger to all the national media, everybody that thought they would lose that game. That was the first middle finger. All right. You know, then after that, Denver came to town. We know Denver stinks, but it was still supposedly they had on paper they had a shell of a good defense on paper. They got rolled. You understand? The Cowboys off of, no Zeke. I get that, but home game for them. They were desperate. Second half was like job. It was like playing pee wee football, right? So they've passed every test they're supposed to. So we'll see what happens until this point.
And Mandingo saying I've watched a few interviews with our players this week, and they know what's at stake. They all hungry, and I completely agree with that. Todd Lomack on the YouTube. We need these games because this is how we get ready for the playoffs.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, nobody's saying lose them. Absolutely. Just saying if
his question was if they came back 0-2.
What if they come back 0-2?
How would you feel? And I think me and Sweeps and Wilson we're all in agreement that it's not going to change how we feel about this football team. Now if you go out there and get rolled twice, different story. Now, to answer your question, not even to answer it, but to rebuttal it back, my opinion, they're going 2-0 on this trip. That's me. That's how determined and how good the football team is. I still think they're going to lose a game somewhere, though. I still think they're going to drop one, and they might even drop another one. You don't even know. Okay, but I don't think it's this. I don't think it's these two. I think they're determined to shut people up. I think they're running with too that people don't believe. I think they're using a lot. When this team's that much on the roll. Now, if they went back 1-1, I'm completely happy, Sweep.
If they don't lose one of these two, then they ain't losing again.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, because if you're determined, I understand you're spot on. If you're determined to shut people up and play well, then you surely don't want to lose to jabronis that are coming up after that.
Well, I think that's where a letdown can happen when you are.
They would only lose the game if they sat everybody for the Cowboys.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying if you're 13-1 and now and that's where I think you could see a little letdown, hiccup, later on. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I can see them going 1-1 on this trip. You know what I mean? And I'd be completely fine with it. But the way they're playing, it's hard to say that they'll come back with anything other than 2-0. The way they're playing. Now I'm okay. I'm a realist. Like, you come back 1-1, I'm okay. I'm not going to be mad at nobody. Come back 1-1. Not at all, guys.
I mean, 11-2, you'd be out of your mind. If you got a problem, if you got a problem with 1-1 and 11-2, I mean, wow. Love your competitive spirit, but you are an issue. You're an issue, and you're getting spoiled. All right, chill a little bit. Enjoy it, embrace it. It's been fantastic,
bro. The Patriots lose games. You know what I mean? The real fucking gold standard loses games. Jason at Sticks, man. What up, Sticks? We're not losing. End of discussion.
Oh, here he is. What up, Sticks?
He goes, contenders win in December. I love that, though. That is true. That's something we've hung our hat on. And what do good football teams do? What do the good ones do in December? Run the football, stop the run. 2 things we do really well, boys.
Love the quote.
Yes, it is.
Love the quote, Kawhi. Hope you're enjoying your morning.
I don't give a fuck how you get me on Broad Street. I said that right in that thing. I don't care how you put me on Broad. The reason you tanked, the reason you trusted the process was to be able to, at some point, score a big fish, too.
Absolutely.
So don't you dare do that. Kitty Cambridge, go Seahawks. We had a Hawks fan in the house. What's your score prediction, Kitty?
Per kitty.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat. Call me cat. Did you better about them son of a bitches?
Call me kitty cat.
Renee Ballard. Corey Graham shows flashes, too. Hope he takes it to the house this time. Yeah, I was at the game last week. Renee, man, I thought he was going there. I thought Corey was taking the house. I'm like, why did he cut in? Take it down the sideline. But no, Corey Graham, another guy. Russell Douglas, another guy. When you create competition somewhere, like they do in the secondary, and you create all that competition, guys always want to outdo the next guy.
Guys will make plays.
Yeah.
And that's what you have.
You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the lone shitbird.
Sticks man. Natalie wants a shout out. She's on the Wentz
What
wagon.
up, Nat?
What up, Nat?
Super Nat.
Raising them right, Stixie. Raising them right. Yesterday I was over at the house saying hello to the kids. Little Edward, rocking the Sixers shirt. bringing them up the right way.
As it should be. I probably that goes to Melissa, in my opinion, not Jay.
He said Nat's listening right now. Nat!
What up, Nat?
And Kitty says, good morning, guys. Good morning, Kitty. Good morning.
Morning.
Jonathan Griffin, can they afford a loss, though, in the hunt for the first seed?
Yes.
Yeah. Because Minnesota's not going to lose two. They're not going to stay with 2 losses the rest of the year. They're just not. They'll carve up a game.
Well, they're all playing each other. You got to remember this, guys. I know there's a ton. Listen, the NFC is way tougher than the AFC this year. It's actually flipped. It's been the AFC for years. There's always a tougher conference. This year, the NFC is way tougher, and there's a lot of teams with good records, but they all play each other. Atlanta and the Vikings play. Carolina and the Vikings play. Atlanta plays the Saints twice still. I mean, there's a bunch of – they're all going to play each other. So teams are going to lose games.
Yeah, and as much as, like you said, as much as you like, to play, to be in the playoffs at home.
Yep.
This team is built the way they play to win on the road. Yeah, I mean, so like I said, as much as you would enjoy that, like you can win on the road. I mean, just ask the Ravens.
I told you there's one place that I don't want to go to. There's one place that would scare me, right?
Santé.
Skull.
Minnesota?
The way that defense plays at home.
Minnesota?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to see Minnesota.
You can send me to New Orleans to the Dome, and I ain't nervous. You can send me.
I don't want to play at Minnesota.
I don't know. You can send me to Atlanta. Like, you're not going to just go to Atlanta, but you know what I'm saying? You can send me Atlanta. You can send me a bunch of little different places that don't concern me or I have no fear for. What I seen Minnesota do to the Rams at home, I said, I don't want to go there. Now I'll go there for the bowl. But I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there in an NFC Championship game. So that's the only.
I don't want to go there before February.
Now, do I fear Minnesota here? Hell no, I don't. But I fear them on the road just because how good that defense is at home. I mean, that defense is scary good at home.
They're good anywhere.
They put fear in.
They're very good.
They travel too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But the fast they are on that turf.
They lace them up.
I mean, they're just quicker on the turf, obviously. You put them on that turf inside. I mean, they're flying around. They're running 4.2s, middle linebackers.
They're a tough
Eric
team.
Hendricks is running 4.2s, chasing guys down sideline to sideline.
Guy that we liked out of college.
We don't miss on a lot, big dog.
No, we don't.
We do not miss on a lot. So I'm excited for more statements. That's all. And listen, do you want to go other places and play on the road? Jonathan Griffin, do you want to go other places? Of course not. Do you want the number 1 seed? Do you want the road to the Super Bowl traveling through South Philly? Hell yeah, you do.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, we do.
Absolutely.
All right, nobody's taking that away. But what we're also saying is, if this team ended up being the 2nd seed, don't hang a hat. Let's go to work. Don't hang a hat. Don't all of a sudden get scared. Don't get scared off of what you've seen all year over, say, the last 5 weeks of the season. Don't let what you've seen previously scare you off. That's all. Or what you see now. Or a loss or two. Petrify you that this team still can't go on and win the whole damn thing.
First off,
because they can.
I agree with you.
13-3. I'm sorry to cut you off real quick.
No, you're good.
You think somebody else is going to be 14-2? That would be my question to people out there.
Who?
So
Minnesota,
if they lose their 2, I'm saying, is somebody going to go 14-2? If it ain't if it ain't the Eagles,
there's only one team that can. Right?
Minnesota, yeah,
Minnesota.
it's the only one that can.
Because the Saints
And
have
they're
3
not
losses, right?
Everyone has 3 losses.
Yeah, everyone's got
except
3.
for Minnesota. Carolina, New Orleans, L.A.
And I don't have to look
all
at
3.
I can look at the rest of Minnesota's schedule real quick because I'm just curious on who they're going to finish with. Who's
Minnesota plays at Atlanta, at Carolina.
At Atlanta, at Carolina, home against the Bengals, at Green Bay, which is Rodgers' game.
Hopefully.
and they finish off at home versus the Bears. So that's a tough schedule down the road, too. That ain't easy. I mean, even Cincinnati, you don't know what team you're going to get.
Yeah, they'll probably,
they'll probably roll them, but you don't know.
They're about 12-4, I think.
And Kitty said, I shared your HUD radio live. Thanks, Kitty. Well, now you're back in. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. But even Case, I mean, it's the first time last week that he actually dressed up like he was going to finish the game at quarterback. He had the suit on last week. Because I was loving Case Keenum, man. He's wearing the snapbacks. He was acting like, man, I ain't going to finish this game. I'm not going to dress up like a starter. I'm going to keep dressing like the backup. And I was like, dude, keep doing that. I was actually rooting for the guy. Keep dressing up as the backup every week. Because you're slinging it, thinking you're getting pulled at some point.
As an Adam Thielen owner, I'm very grateful.
Thielen makes plays, man.
Yeah,
Thielen makes plays.
So does
Like
Diggs.
Case loves
2,000 receiver, 2,000 air receivers, right?
And so does Diggs. They both do.
Or at least one. I don't know if Diggs get there yet.
Thielen says 1,000. There's
No,
only
Diggs
3,000.
isn't.
Yeah, Diggs didn't get
four.
there. Yeah, I'm sorry.
4 guys with 1,000.
Yeah.
4?
AB, Julio, DeAndre, and Thielen. You listen, who's made himself into a superstar in this league. Superstar wide receiver.
2 real good receivers.
Really
Diggsy's got to be close, I would imagine. Maybe not close.
And he's good. He's
He'll end up.
good. He's good. That's all I was saying. Ty Womack only want to play in Minnesota for the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Completely agree.
Absolutely.
So we can afford, guys. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, don't jump off of this football team if there's a loss or two. That's all. I think that's all the point was with Wilson's question. Because think about it. We got Seattle, Rams, Giants, Raiders, Cowboys. And you can look at that, dude. That's not an easy stretch. That's not an easy stretch at all. I mean, the Giants are easy, but the rest of it's not easy. Dallas might be fighting for their playoff lives that last game of the year. So you don't know what team you're getting there.
Same thing with the Raiders.
And they actually have their entire team back, which means one guy.
I love the question. That was a great question. Diggs 600 yards receiving.
Because it's fucking excuses that people are giving Dak Prescott. It's fucking excuses. Okay? Like I said, the fucking guy didn't get better in the pocket. His footwork didn't get better. His accuracy didn't get better. And everybody like Bob Schiroli called me a fucking hater and said I wasn't a realist when I watched the guy with my goddamn eyes and said he didn't get better. He didn't get better. And everybody, he's throwing it all around the yard. When Zeke said throwing it all around the yard. Right? The guy didn't get better. You throw for 100 fucking yards in this league, stop it. Stop it. 100 yards in this league isn't better.
Unless you run the ball 40 times.
Their offensive line didn't change, okay? Essentially, the wide receivers didn't change. Nothing changed but one guy. So they still should be able to run the football, which they can. So you're telling me he changed all that, which made you an average quarterback? Because now you look just like a guy to me. He looks like a 5th-round pick to me right now. That's who he looks like. To me, if I'm Jerry Jones and Baker was slinging it in my backyard yesterday, oh shit, I'm looking there, Daddy. I'm looking there. Baker was slinging it right in my goddamn backyard yesterday.
I think Tyron Smith being out and Zach Martin getting knocked out of the concussion had a little something to do with that, though. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Zeke being out of that offense.
Okay, but let me rebuttal. Then Jason Peters, who's an all-pro tackle, getting knocked out. Did he change Carson Wentz? No, because if you're taking the next steps, you're going to make them guys around you better. Because Tyron Smith is the best left tackle in football, but let's not take away that the rest of them 4 on that offensive line are Pro Bowl caliber guys. So now to the back
you got 2 all-pro guys for sure.
So I mean,
you got to rise above the occasion. I get it.
My point is a lot of the Cowboy faithful out there has been excuse driven this entire year when it comes to Dak. That's all.
I think if it would stop. Where the comparisons need to stop.
I don't know where I went on that for. But.
No. I think because if the comparisons would just stop, then let that kid do his thing. Stop the comparisons because it's not there. All right, you can continue to hate all you want, and that's anybody. 11 is fantastic. All right, so stop comparing them, and that's it. Just enjoy it. All right, enjoy your guy and whoever your guy is.
How do you compare a first rounder to a 4th rounder? There's no comparison. Any of my Cowboys fans that do that are fucking idiots because they can't. Carson Wentz is lights above Dak Prescott. I'm saying that as a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I mean, and even with the rounds thing, guys miss all the time. We know that. I mean, so but he's played like the number 2 overall pick.
Yep.
Yeah. So
he's the other guy showed flashes of both. The other guy showed flashes on why he was a late pick, and then he showed flashes on maybe why he could have been a 1st-round pick.
Sure.
So he showed flashes. I mean, Pop's saying, when your running back average 5 yards a carry on 1st down, it's going to make any quarterback look good, and that's true. But my issue was, with his ability to throw in the pocket. And this is something I don't think he does consistently.
Very poor.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a match rate, though.
Morris ran for
he's ahead of the bell curve. You know what I mean? If you want to talk about where he should be at as a 4th-round pick 2 years ago. But
I thought he threw better in the pocket last year. I just thought his accuracy, and I think he's got a little bit of the yip game going on after Claiborne ate him 6 times too.
Yeah.
So
Yippies!
I think
when you don't have time to throw, yeah.
But no, I mean, so whatever. I like what you said. Stop comparing the two. The one is who he is. The other is who he is. I think, and the other one, their skill sets are completely different.
Stay in your lane.
They really are. I mean, one is built by the read option pass, that kind of offense. It's built that, okay, I can read option to Zeke and roll out, and now my linebackers and everybody are going to shift to Zeke, and now I can roll out on a boot, and find a Beasley wide open, and that's how that offense is built. That's exactly how that offense is built. It's not built for him to drop back 30, 40 times a game and sit in the pocket. It's not who he is. I don't care who his offensive line is. Now, can he have weeks like that where he might throw well? Okay, yeah, I mean, it happens. But consistently, it's just not who he is. Kitty, what do you think about Walsh, the kicker of the Seahawks? Well,
brutal. Can't believe he's still in the league.
Yeah, Pete just gives anybody jobs.
Blair Walsh project.
It was the favor back for missing the kick a few years back.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
that still is going left.
I mean, a couple weeks ago, you can't be short. I mean, you can be left and right, but if you can't make 50 in this league, I mean, you need to either
where was
hit a cycle. It was
at
home. You need to either hit a cycle or you shouldn't be in the league. I mean, dead on, and you came up with pink panties on. Sorry, kid.
Well said.
Sorry, I was going to read Todd's, but I didn't know where he was going with it. So
yeah, I'm
shifting.
It's all right.
So, let's talk college football playoffs, because it's like we thought it would be.
Hold on, pump the brakes. Let's take 5. You can set your lineup, okay? And when we'll come back, we'll talk college football playoffs. We'll continue to talk Eagles. We'll give you our picks against the spread this week too. We got some key matchups that can affect the Eagles as well coming up here on today's slate of games. Got a lot of good ones today, starting with 1 o'clock. Got some good ones. 4 o'clock takes you up to 8:30 when we go into Seattle and fucking roll job. It's Agree to Disagree. ATD Radio, the best in the business. This segment brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountant. Make them yours. Find them on the web, GibsonMayer.com, as well as StreamSmart.com. Every NFL, NHL, NBA, MLB, fucking UFC, what other shit, whatever shit you watch, you get it all. StreamSmart.com. We'll be right back.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
You're listening to Bad Boys of Sports Talk Radio. Agree, disagree. Only on, you know what? A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
You're listening to the Bad Boys of Sports Talk. Agree to disagree right here on A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300. 888-219-3300 or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
Welcome in to the worldwide leader of what? Real talk, A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300 or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
Folks, Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgozzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These 3 guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Yeah, you heard of Blazing Saddles, right? Obviously. Drunken Saddles over here. Agree, disagree. HEDRadio.com, BMW of Atlantic City Studios, BMW of Atlantic City, right back to 17 of the Parkway. Find them online, BMWofAtlanticCity.com. Every Sunday, we're brought to you by our certified public accountant. Make them yours, Gibson Mayer LLC. Find them on the web, GibsonMayer.com. Tom Arnone, Nick Delgozzo, Brian Wilson.
What up?
Rob Povey on the 1s and 2s. Wilson hungover. Kid struggling. Not on his A game.
I'm fine.
Again, debatable.
He dusted himself off.
So our poll question.
He's good.
Brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find them on the web, scanzanosports.com. Who's going to win tonight? Sunday Night Football. Eagles, Seahawks. Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. And we'll continue our Eagles conversation. We're going to get into our picks of the week. College football, playoff rankings. And we'll do 5 questions with Rob, too. And try to wrap this up in like 20. So, college football predictions. Or playoff rankings. I'm so stuck on predictions right now. College football playoff rankings. 4 in. Who's in, boys? Obviously, Clemson.
Me, I got Clemson, Oak, Georgia, and Bama for me. I mean, to me, you know, I know they're going to be in the room for 15 hours, 20 hours, whatever the hell it is. And, to me, losses matter. So a one-loss team, I understand, strength of schedule and quality wins. I get that. I understand. But at the end of the day, losses should mean something, all right? And Alabama has one loss. Ohio State has two. To me, that's the end of the discussion, right? And they're talking about, now the SEC's down, all right, but the Big Ten's down too. So let's not get that twisted, all right? So, Urban's making his case, for like he should. That's his job, yeah. But he's saying, two top four wins. All right, their best win is Penn State at home. Penn State coughed it up, but, give credit to Ohio State what they did in that fourth quarter. So they did a good job there. All right, but he's counting Michigan State as a top 12. Maybe that's what they were at the time. They're not. They're garbage, and you beat them 66-3 or whatever the hell it was. It was disgusting. You can't run and hide from losing by 31 to Iowa. You can't. And that's the equivalent of Alabama losing to Kentucky in the SEC by 31. The discussion would be over. It would be over. So that's the way I look at it, and it is what it is. They should extend it a little bit. Me and Wills have had that discussion before. We've all had. But
they got to go to 8.
They should expand it a little bit.
It should be 8.
Love to see like Central Florida get a little bit of love. I know the conference stinks, and we get that. You know what I mean? But it says something to go undefeated. It should matter. Losses should matter. That's just the way I look at it. They got their gift last year. Ohio State didn't win the Big Ten title. All right, Penn State beat them face-to-face, and then you got in. All right, so you can thank your AD who's on the committee. So you don't,
That's why I think they don't get in this year. And you know what? They actually have a compelling case this year to get in because of the fact the SEC is down this year. You look at it, they may have the 3 best teams in the nation in Alabama, Auburn, and Georgia, but after that, everyone's down. Okay, they're not the typical really good conference they always are. They're down. Florida's down. Tennessee's down.
Yeah,
Ole Miss is down. They're all down. LSU's down.
Yeah.
You can't affect Alabama because other teams are down because they're still who they are.
Yeah, but they didn't have to play Georgia.
I understand that. But they're still loaded.
The two they played on that side. The two they played on that side were Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Two of the worst. Yeah, the worst teams.
But
on that
guess
side.
what? You can't, like you said earlier on. You came into the season, you opened up against FSU, all right, with Francois, and then he got hurt.
Yeah, that's not their fault.
That changed FSU on who they were going to be.
Yeah.
All right, and Jimbo, go take 75
mil. Right away last night after Fresno State lost, everybody was like, now you can't count that. I mean, they lost 17-14 in Boise on the blue turf, which, get a grip, Mountain West. I mean, how about a neutral site? I mean, that's a joke too, but that's a discussion for another day. Oh, and UCF, it has nothing to do with this.
UCF
and I'm not, advocating for Fresno State, but that's a good football team. But yeah, Alabama's schedule is nothing to write home about, absolutely. But for 13 weeks, they were the best team in college football. They were number 1 for a reason, right? And they're dealing with injuries.
Use the eye test.
Yeah,
use
they're
the
dealing
eye
with
test.
injuries.
Bama's a better team than Ohio State, and they should get in. My top 4 are Clemson, Georgia, Oklahoma. Oklahoma might be 2. But I'll go Clemson, Georgia, Oklahoma, and then I put Bama in because you have to, in my opinion. You just have to. They're a better team than Ohio State. I know it's going to be them or Ohio State.
Yep.
But they're a better team.
Yeah, well, I look at it like
Ohio State might have better wins.
And the committee's dealing with some things that they've never dealt with before in the sense where they never took, since it started, they never took 2 from the same conference yet. And they never took a two-loss team yet. And then last year was the first year that they took a team that didn't win a conference title, and that was Ohio State.
If they follow that lead, they'll do the same thing again this year, and Alabama's the team you put in. Yeah. Now, listen, different strokes here, okay? If Ohio State went out and they rolled last night, and I hate to say this, but if they went out and rolled Wisconsin, maybe this story's a little different today. Because they're going to the Big Ten championship, they're rolling the number 4 team in the country, and they make it look really pretty. Maybe the conversation's a little bit like, oh, okay, they did just roll the number 4 team in the country. They got out with a win last night. Credit to that, but still they got 2 losses. And your eyes tell you, if Alabama and Ohio State met up on a neutral field, I think we know who's going to win that football game.
And Whiskey was there, just by the process of being undefeated. And and Willie called that a while ago. Yeah. And as Willie said that a while ago, we knew their schedule was terrible and they were a fraud. But at the time, And that's why the last poll was the only one that matters. Because at the time, Miami and Whiskey deserved to be in the top 4 the last couple weeks until they stubbed their toe, and then that was it. And once that happened, here we go. And Whiskey had their chance last night.
And listen, number 4 team in the country, you win, you're in.
Yeah, that's
all right,
it.
the conversation would have been over.
Everything was in front of them.
You wouldn't have been talking. We wouldn't have been having an Alabama conversation there because Wisconsin would be in.
Yep.
But guess what? They didn't get it done, and that's fine. My 1 and 2 are Clemson and Oklahoma, and Georgia's 3. And then Alabama's 4, just because they are who we thought they are, and they didn't go away. You know what I mean? Like you said, you're number 1 all year long, but you got to make it 8. Because with 8, okay, 1, you're going to make more money. We already know this. But 8's easy to do. It's not hard to pull off. And secondly, them 9 and 10 teams, there'll never be a question of getting snubbed. You understand? Like, the only time you're going to get snubbed.
They still will.
I understand the conversation will still be there, but in reality, you're like, dude, you're 9 and 10 for a reason. Right? As long as that top 8 or 6, really, because that's really all it is ever, right? It's really 6 that you're like, that can really be like, well, it could be 2 others, right? That's as far as you really go with it. Most years you're never really at, well, 8 teams could be in. But if you make it 8, now you avoid the snub. That's all I'm saying. Will there still be a conversation about it here and there throughout the years? I'm sure there will be. That's just the way it is. But you really do avoid the snub. You know that at least your top 6 teams, the best of the best, are in the mix. Yeah. And that's all you got to worry about. And the rest will take care of itself.
And it's and Bama had it, and they beat. Like I said, the schedule was obviously it is what it is. It wasn't nobody's advocating for it. I mean, but they went the LSU and the Mississippi State win were on the road too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So at least if you're saying, I know both teams aren't
Aren't
juggernauts or anything, but still they're in the top 25, both of those teams, and it is what it is. It's on the road. It's still on the road.
You go to bat and win on the road. That ain't an easy thing.
It's on the road with you're missing 4 linebackers. You're going on the road. I mean, everybody deals with injuries. I'm not a Bama,
Okay, you deal with injuries.
I'm not a Bama apologist. I'm just saying I use my eyes. You know what I mean? I don't like them one bit. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Nick Reed chiming in. Go Bird Gang, fly Eagles fly. Fuck yeah, Nick. You want to go picks against the spread?
A little shout out to Chrissy and B. They're watching.
Yeah,
what's up?
What's up, ladies?
What up?
We
could do that.
Want to do picks against the spread?
We need to pull it up?
Yeah, that's your thing. I know you're struggling today. Todd Womack, Clemson, Oklahoma, Alabama, but I don't know about the 4 spot. Yeah, it's tough. And he said Georgia maybe. Okay, so he has Alabama in. So he's Clemson, Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia.
Yeah,
right where we're at.
The 3s are slam dunk. The 3 are slam dunk. It's between Bama and Ohio State. That's it.
Yep.
Bro, I talked about it for years before they even went to 4. That it should be 8. So yeah. I think they're building up to it. And I think they'll get the 8.
Yeah, they'll get there eventually. Okay, so we got Baltimore at home against Detroit. Baltimore minus 2.5. I don't like the game. I would take Detroit.
I would take Detroit if I had to.
Ravens.
San Fran at Chicago. Chicago minus 2.5. Give me Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy, what's the line again?
It's moving.
2.5.
It's flying.
Give me San Fran. Wow,
Minnesota
Bears.
at Atlanta.
Bears.
Atlanta minus 2.5.
Minnesota at Atlanta.
Falcons. Starting to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, I like Atlanta tonight today too.
And what's the spread?
2.5.
They're giving 2, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Give me Minnesota.
New England minus 7 at Buffalo.
New England.
Man. Give me the Bills. Maybe it's close.
I don't like the game. I would probably take New England. Denver minus 1.5 at Miami. They're both shit shows. I don't know. Can we take the under?
Give me Miami.
I'll take Miami. Somehow. Tennessee minus 7 at home against Houston. I think Houston keeps it tight.
Yeah, Tennessee shouldn't be giving
I know. It's too many points. Yeah.
Give me Houston.
Texans. Even though Savage turns it over so much.
Woo!
Jacksonville
great
minus 10.
Last week, too.
Jacksonville minus 10 at home against the Colts.
Jags roll job, which is tough when you have Bortles, but
sweeps are spot on.
Defense is fantastic.
Yeah, defense is fantastic. Jalen Ramsey's fantastic. I still have a goddamn love affair. Give me Jacksonville.
Green Bay minus 3 at home against Tampa. Give me Green Bay.
I mean,
Pack.
It's another team who shouldn't be giving points to fucking nobody, even if it is Tampa. Give me Tampa in that game somehow.
Woo. I don't know how.
Listen, come on. You act like I'm betting against a great football team.
Kansas City minus 4 at the Jets.
Jets. Jets. Jets.
Another one.
KC can't get out of their own way.
I just took San Fran and the Jets in the same Sunday. Go ahead.
Ohio State or Alabama edges Ohio State for last seed of the playoff. It just said breaking news.
Wow.
12. We
They
called
got
it. Tune in here first.
They got out quick.
Wow, 12:45.
What was it? Alabama edge, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
You heard it here. That's why you tune in.
New Orleans at home against Carolina. New Orleans -5 and a hook, and it's going up.
Chrissy said Wills looks. Bianca
Give me
said
the Panthers.
Bianca is screaming, "Hi, Daddy!" And she says Wills looks like he needs some Gatorade. He needs a lot of it. He needs an IV of Gatorade in
A
him.
home meal and some Gatorade. We'll invite him over.
Kid needs a few things. Chargers -13 at home against the Browns.
My God. The Chargers play everything close, don't they?
Yeah, give me
I
the
mean,
Chargers.
the Browns
right
traveling to oh, my God. Go, Phillip. Roll them, Phil.
Rams at Arizona. Rams -7. Give me Arizona.
Yeah, home touchdown. Yep, absolutely.
Oakland -9.
Okay.
I'm
Rams.
sorry.
No, yeah, Rams.
Yeah. Oakland -9 at home against the Giants. I hate this game. Give me the Oakland because the Giants are playing Geno Smith.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it, but
Yeah.
give me Oakland.
The
And
Raiders.
then obviously, we already know this. Eagles at Seattle. Eagles -3.5. Love the Birds.
Love the Birds.
Eagles.
Love the Birds.
And then
Friday,
tomorrow,
right?
if
Wow,
you
we
want to
got
look
a lot
at
of
it,
Seahawks action. It was just 5.
It was 6 when it came out, or
Yeah.
5.5.
Pittsburgh -4.5 at Cincinnati. Give me Pitt. They're playing well.
Yep. Pitt.
Even though they play down to everybody they play.
Yeah,
but
they do. They
Well,
always do.
Burfict will get ejected, so
Yeah, we
give
know
me
that's
the
coming.
Steelers.
Guys, this is a question we asked Wednesday, and we'll ask this question, then we'll do the questions, and we'll roll out of here. And it's the question we posed everybody Wednesday night, but which member of the Seahawks should the Eagles be most concerned about on Sunday?
Russell Wilson.
Russell,
For sure.
Jimmy Graham, Bobby Wagner, Earl Thomas.
He's a one-man band.
They're all very good, but Russell's the one that he's the engine that makes them go, you know?
And then we all said Russell. I think Mike said Jimmy, just because he was making a lot of plays.
Jimmy's an issue, but
And no problem. But it
it
starts
all
with Russell.
it all starts with Russ. It all starts and it all ends with Rusty Nail. Yeah.
Yep. Yes,
all
it
right,
does.
Robbie, questions so we can put our own bets in here and get moving on this Sunday.
All right, and you can definitely be short with this answer. This is a primer question, after all. If you had to choose one of your teams to win a championship, relegating your other teams to a 10-plus year championship drought, who would you pick and why?
Eagles. Just because that drought's been too long.
Yeah.
And
I just
think
need
the
it.
city will float for 10. You know what I mean? We might float. Everybody will be happy. Everybody will say hello to you and hold doors when you walk into a store. Like, everything would just fucking change. Everybody would be kumbaya walking down the street. So it's definitely the Eagles.
Sweepsy, how about you?
Flyers. I'm not a hockey guy.
No, I mean, like, if one of your teams. No, one of your teams, Cardinals, Dolphins, right? If you wanted to pick one that would win a championship, but it would relegate the others to be on a 10-plus year drought.
No, I'm a baseball guy, so it's always
Cards.
It's always cards.
Cards up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cards up.
Cool.
Dolphins been horse shit since I've been alive. 1984, Dan Marino. That was it.
Now I got the brain juices flowing. Reportedly, Scott Frost, former Cornhusker QB, agreed to a 7-year, $35 million contract to be Nebraska's new head coach. Can he turn around the failing program? They're 4-8 on the season after leading Central Florida to a quick turnaround in the AAC.
Yes. Real quick.
Absolutely.
Real quick.
It's about changing the culture. I mean, he played there.
And he
He's
played
young.
there,
He's got his hand on the recruiting. Obviously being in Central Florida, it's it's not. There's big boys in Florida, but there's a ton of talent in Florida. I mean, it's a hotbed. So, but he'll get some of those guys. Will go with him.
Well, guess what? He learned how to recruit down there already, and it's done well in Florida. So now going back out there from Nebraska, recruiting out there, it wouldn't it be hard on him? But bigger than that, I love that he runs the read option himself at practice. He runs the scout team. He runs the scout team. Like I don't care where you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck where your next job is. That guy will be successful for wherever he goes. And going to a big boy like Nebraska, well, the Big Ten's now put on notice because I think he's a really innovative coach, like Sweep said, and he's going back home, and I think that's going to draw people to want to go to Nebraska. And I give him 2-3 years, and he's competing for a Big Ten championship.
Yeah,
2,
I agree.
3 probably, because he's really got to do a lot. He's really got to, swap out a lot and get a lot in, but give him 3, and he's competing for a Big Ten championship.
He's on this side, right? This side was garbage, right? I think. I'm not sure if he's on the
He's
good
on the
side
shit
or the
side.
bad side. So
He's on the.
So it could be a quicker shot.
Well,
you know
he's
what I mean?
on the
Whiskey's
Wisconsin
always
side.
going to be
Yeah.
good, but it's that's all you got to worry
well,
about.
Nebraska wasn't.
Northwestern.
Nebraska wasn't bad as of a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
No, they were all
They
right.
were a tough football team. Over the last two is where they really went south, where they really got bad. But
Yeah, they got really bad,
I mean, they were well known for years. Even when they weren't the Nebraska of old, they were always tough in the Big Ten. You know, they got away from that. And him going there, listen, that's my favorite hire so far. That and Chip
absolutely.
Kelly. That and Chip Kelly are big boy hires, in my opinion. And, you know, it's funny, Jimbo gets $75 million to go to Texas A&M. And if you held a gun to my head, I might tell you Scott Frost is a better coach. You know what I mean? I don't know. If Jimbo's really good, but if you gunned to my head me, you know, I might say, damn, Nebraska got a discount. I mean, they got Scott Frost on a discount.
Certainly.
$35 million is nothing for 7 years. When you see 75
million.
Jimbo's never started at the bottom either, so you
but-
could be right. I'm not to your
it just
point.
shows
I'm
you,
saying,
wow, Texas A&M's got
You
that
went
much more
right to-
money
you
than
went right to-
has that much more money than Nebraska.
went from LSU right to FSU. Come on in. Come
Yeah,
on in
yeah,
the door.
he's never-
Hey, come on in the door.
And it's funny. It's funny. Florida, for the first time in 50 years, actually has to look for a head coach.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's amazing,
Crazy.
right?
Crazy.
But yeah, next one.
Yeah. I just really quick, though, I like a coach that doesn't, carry himself as higher than his players. He still looks at himself as a player. I'm sure he will do well with Central Florida. He was they were 6-7 in 2016. They hire him 11-0 this season.
Then listen, it
So the
changes.
program that was 0-12
listen,
to
it
12-0.
changes. Yeah, it's
true.
the excitement level changes. Everything changes when you're not just that straight missionary guy. You know what I mean? Gary Patterson again yesterday, 41-17. He's punts again. You know what I mean? Like, good job, Gary, you douchebag. Right? You could have lost 48-17, you moron. Tired of those guys.
Well, sticking in the college ranks, you guys talked about this game a little bit earlier on the show, but what did we learn about each team in Georgia's commanding 28-7 win over Auburn?
Nothing. It's hard to beat a team twice in 3 weeks.
Right.
I mean, it's really what I heard. And I took Auburn yesterday just because and I said to Wilson in the text, they were the hottest team in the country. It's hard to go against them.
They were the sexy pick.
I knew going in that who Georgia is, and they're a really good football team. And again, it's tough. I mean, they boat raced Georgia and Auburn. They didn't just win. They embarrassed them, and you expected you were going to get that effort in the SEC.
Stidham was horrible. Stidham was terrible for Auburn.
Real quick for you, it's another one. One more on YouTube. Eli Pico. Good afternoon, gentlemen. What would be your prediction on the Eagles' offense versus Seattle defense? Seahawks defense is depleted because of injuries. Who do you see having a big game individually? We talked about score predictions. I was 24-13. Wills was
34-21.
Sweeps was
30-24.
And our players' game, I had Nelson on the offense side of the football. And Derek Barnett on the defense. He had Brandon Graham and LeGarrette. You had Carson
Wentz
and Malcolm.
and Jenkins.
So, I mean, I can't even remember what you guys had.
Nice.
So that's what we had, brother. So we're expecting a dub over here, coming home 11-1, and that's all that fucking matters at this point.
We're not even coming home. Going to LA 11.
Oh yeah. Sorry, coming home 12.
La La Land.
Well, I'm glad he bridged it back to the pro game because I want to ask you guys a little bit about this Giants mess. Will the Giants cut Eli Manning in 2018 with 2 years left on his contract, or will he demand a trade after McAdoo and the organization bench him today in the midst of a 210 consecutive starts under center?
Release him after? Rob, they should release him 2 years ago. I mean, you want to be real? I mean, this isn't the way to do it. I'm not siding anything with what McAdoo and the Giants are doing here. What I'm siding with is this guy is going south in terms of his numbers and everything over the last 4 years. I mean, it's obvious. It's blatant. It's right in front of your face. He's not the same guy he's been. Age has caught up to him, okay? The streak, the body, everything. Okay, yeah, he can still go out there and play. He hasn't been the same guy, man.
No, he hasn't.
They should have been looking elsewhere for a long time now, okay? Odell Beckham helped make this guy hide some smoke and mirrors things. You know what I mean? I mean, he's been smoke and mirrors. I mean, having Odell on the outside has helped him. Now, he's been adequate. That's all he's been. He's been adequate. So
Yeah.
he was resting. He's resting the pops.
He's just waiting for his turn.
Waiting for his turn.
He's been adequate.
So I mean, that cut should have came a long time ago. Did they cut him after the year? Shit, the way it's looking now, yeah. I mean,
I think they release him. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's here.
Let him go to
to
Jacksonville
if you
and,
want to get
you know,
fucking Davis
retire.
Webb a look, get Davis Webb a look. But don't tell me you need to take a look at Geno.
Right.
I mean, he was right. He was in the
I
other
think that's
fucking
part
locker
of
room.
it.
I
think that's part of the tank because
they
know that Cleveland's going to sit there at 0-16. Now with Jimmy playing, look for the Niners to win a game or two.
Yeah.
So they're trying to stick in that play. So nobody needs to see Geno. Ain't
That's
nobody
what I
got
said.
time to look for Geno.
That's what I
They're
said
trying to
Wednesday.
stay in the 2 spot.
Did you listen to that Wednesday?
Because
when I yelled that, I was yelling at it. This has got tank written all over it.
Yeah.
They got somebody up in the draft. They want to joggle for position now and make sure that they end up in that top 3. So it's like the only way
they
they're going
want
to do
top
that.
2 is they get Rose or Darnold.
Yeah.
Or they're looking, or I was thinking maybe they're a Barkley guy. I don't know.
No.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Well, it's not Barkley.
Okay, go back to fucking bed, dude.
Yeah,
He's a better fucking
get
prospect
a fucking
than both of
clue.
them.
They just got rid of their quarterback. They want a quarterback.
So you're going to tell me to get a fucking clue when both of them quarterbacks are average at best?
No, they're the top 2 quarterbacks.
I don't
in the
give
draft.
a fuck what some guy
I don't think
tells
they
me.
are, but that's what they are.
Okay, but
They're
real.
going to take Sam Darnold, and it's going to stink like every USC quarterback.
All right. Fucking guy don't. Yeah, he's a fucking. Next question, Rob, because now I'm upset.
I love when I stir the pot. All right, last question for Post 5. 1, 2, 3. Rank the following streaks in importance to the sporting world. Cal Ripken's Ironman streak, 2,632 consecutive starts. Brett Favre's 297 consecutive starts, which Eli was chasing. And the Celtics' 8 straight NBA championships from 59 to 66.
Favre to me.
It's a more physical sport,
Yeah,
but
that's the only reason.
Ripken, that's every day, man. I don't know. I know it's in the NFL. You have a week. I know you get beat up and injuries. It's impressive. They're both awesome.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm not taking
nothing away from all 3 of them.
me.
It's a great question, but
I'll say Favre first, just because it's amazing, and then
stomach will
I'll
never
go
be the
Cal,
same from
then,
all the
then
painkillers,
the
so.
Celtics, because fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah, JoJo could have played 20 minutes the other night.
See, this is why I bring questions to the show. I thought it would have been a no-brainer, Cal Ripken, but you make a great point for Favre in a very violent sport, 297. It's incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you said that, when you said football, when you had them two, when I read them this morning, and I was like, man, it's hard to be more impressive than what Cal did. That's an everyday. That's a 162.
You get hit by a pitch in
That's
the
a fucking
hand.
grind.
An ankle tweet. Somebody
it's
blows you
amazing,
up. He played shortstop at a high level. It's insane. So.
Darius, Tankersley. What up, Darius?
Tank.
Genevieve Pace. Wake up, Wills. Where's your excitement?
I'm struggling.
Big game tonight, big dog.
7
Wake
hours.
up. So listen, we answered we answered everybody's questions. We hope we got to everybody over on Facebook and YouTube. Let me check and see if there's any YouTube before we head out. Listen, we got a big game tonight. Sunday Night Football.
Let's go, Birds.
We'll catch you back.
We're moving to 11-1. Let's go.
We'll catch you back next week. Well, I would say same time, but we're shooting to go on at 10:30 if people are awake and coherent. We're going to shoot for that again, and maybe some of us will have to sit here for an hour waiting on a guy who then pulls up at 10:45 and doesn't get out of the car and goes, we're not going on 10:45? Well, now it's 10:47, Daddy. So really taking his time today. We hope he gets his fluids in him later. We hope the Eagles play better than he looks right now, or we're in for some trouble tonight.
Guys,
True.
He scouted his surroundings. He saw sweeps in the driveway. He figured nothing was going on. I would have been waving him if it was time.
We know you're a waiver. We know you get him in.
I would have been
take
waving
chances. We know you take chances out there. Listen, fun show, though, boys. Wilson took a few naps, but we love you all. You help make the show. Fly, Eagles, fly. We'll be back on next Sunday. This week, listen, tons on the docket. We'll have the Sports Hounds Monday night at 8, Birds of a Feather, Tuesday at 8, Wednesday you got the Fix at 6, a.m. and the p.m. at 9. Thursday you got the Hockey Happy Hour. The 21st, you got wrestling starting. So, tons on the docket.
Belly to belly.
Tons up.
Belly to belly.
The best in the business is hashtag it, no fucking notes. Darius chiming in one more time, 11-1.
On the way
Eagles,
out.
baby, let's go. Fuck yeah, Darius. We're winning. Shoving it up the national media's ass a little more tonight. Thank Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountant. Make them yours. On the web, GibsonMayer.com, StreamSmart.com, ScanzanoSports.com, BMWAtlanticCity.com. And listen, Bama is in as the 4th, Ohio State out. So your top 4
Bye, Felicia.
going into it. You're going to have Oklahoma, Clemson, Georgia, Auburn in no specific. Alabama in no specific order.
Probably a Clemson-Bama rematch, and we're going to leave you with that one.
Oh, and they scored.
Because I would imagine they got into the 4.
Darius, I got 24-13. Wilson's got
34-21.
30-24.
30-24. Listen, we all got it done tonight. No matter how you get it done, just get it done. We out.
Let's go.
Todd Womack, Philly Dilly. Hell yeah, Todd. The big fella's going to go barf right now. He's out. Look at him. Soft as Charmin. Soft as fucking Charmin. Look at that guy. Baby shit soft. Wow. Fraudulent.
Folks, Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgozzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These 3 guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want. Folks, Bob Mannery here, and